What's up, guys? Rob coming at you from Success Rebellion, where we help businessmen, online entrepreneurs, basically reverse the adverse effects of a high-performance lifestyle, whether that's weight loss, energy boosting, mental clarity, focus. We talk about all of it. In this video, I'm going to tell you a story rewinding back to 2019 when I was dealing with a myriad of health issues. And one of the biggest revelations I came across during that time and why I felt like crap all the time. So, like I said, in July of 2019, I was 260 pounds. I looked like a damn raspberry. I was really fat. I, suffered from anxiety, tiredness, brain fog, all of the above, right? And on top of that, I get tired all the time. I was having heart palpitations, a bunch of different things. So I was seeing my cardiologist because I would be waking up at night with my heart pumping. And I would tell him, like, hey, man, like, I can't sleep. Like, I really can't sleep well. And I wake up, my heart's pumping, I have anxiety, I'm sweating, I need help. So what he advised me to do was to see a doctor who specialized in ear, nose, and throat as well as sleep. And I didn't see the basis for it at the time, but I took his advice. I went over to a sleep clinic here in Washington, D.C., and what he recommended was I do an at-home sleep study to assess my sleep. And I'm like, dude, I know my sleep sucks. Like, what are we getting into here? So anyway, what he does is we do the sleep study, and pretty much what I find out is exactly what I thought. My sleep is terrible. But what I didn't know was why. That was a big factor here. I didn't know why my sleep sucked. So when he dialed it back and he pretty much met my report, he's like, sir, do you realize that per hour you wake up from your sleep or, your rest phase 72 times? And I was like, excuse me, 72 times an hour? He was like, yeah, you have mild sleep apnea. And what that means is you can't stay asleep. Every time you try to fall asleep, your airway blocks and you can't take air in. And as a survival mechanism, your body's going to wake you up so you can breathe, right? This is why potentially you hear a lot of people snore. Snoring is a partial blockage of your airway, right? For me, I had a complete blockage and my body would wake up as a result. And my heart beating is what happens when you're asleep and your body is suffocating. Your heart's going to beat faster to pump more oxygen around your body. So as a result, I was like, okay, so what do I do to fix this? He's like, one, tell me what your sleep schedule or sleep routine looks like. And I was like, dude, I don't have one. I just go to sleep when I'm fucking tired. Like, there's no sleep routine, bro. And he's like, okay, on average, when do you go to sleep and when do you wake up? I was like, maybe go to sleep at like midnight. I wake up at like 6:15. I got to go to work. I got to prepare for the day. So he was like, on average, you're only sleeping 6 hours a night. I was like, yeah. And on top of that, you wake up 60 to 70 times an hour and you're way overweight and you're overweight. And like you have all these other myriad of issues, right? So I was like, yeah. So when he read off my sleep study, it not only told me how many times I wake up per hour, he also showed me how much deep sleep I'm getting, how much REM sleep I'm getting, and how much light sleep I'm getting. Long story short, I was severely underslept in all areas by like at least like 35-40%. And I'll post the sleep study right here so you guys can see it. But like I was diagnosed with, and that's mild sleep apnea, by the way. I didn't even have the worst type. I had mild sleep apnea and I felt like absolute garbage. So he was like, okay, number one thing, we are going to recommend that you use this called a CPAP machine. A CPAP machine is something that blows air into your airway, so you can mitigate the blockage of air. It's something that hooks up to your nose. I'll show another picture of it so you guys see exactly what I'm talking about. You sound like Darth Vader, and you look like you have this whole mask on your face. You learn to deal with it over time. Anyway, the second part is you need an actual sleep hygiene routine. You need to work on your sleep habits, because the number one reason why you feel like crap all the time is because your sleep heavily regulates your cognitive function and your metabolism. Because you're severely underslept, your metabolism has gone into a disarray. You properly can't metabolize glucose because your cells can't properly repair themselves. Because your body can't properly repair itself, your body is overtaxed. It's overworked. Because your body's overworked, you are always going to be tired. And being tired directly leads to depression and anxiety. So when he related the cognitive function my metabolism, and how my metabolism directly relates to my cognitive function, the two go hand in hand. Your metabolism goes down, the rate in which you can focus, hone in on your mental clarity goes down as well. Not only that, your brain also can't recover. The cells can't properly recover when you're asleep. Your brain, as well as the rest of your body, does a lot of housekeeping, getting rid of toxic cells, replicating positive ones. Your things replicate in your body, particularly the cells. When you don't sleep properly, your body can't do any of that stuff. That's when I learned that, wow, if I don't deal with this, there's going to be a whole bunch of health ramifications. Health ramifications that will directly lead to, not only detrimental physical effects later on, but mental ones. And that's going to directly affect my career in business, which was going really well at the time. And I can't have that. So the number one thing for me back then, and which I notice a lot of clients, a lot of people I talk to struggle with as well, is they simply don't sleep properly. And sleep is the number one regulator of how your body recovers. And that recovery directly affects your metabolism and your cognitive function. And without those two things, you will never be able to perform at the rate in which you need to compete with others out there for business, as well as in the workplace, as well as just have an overall good state of well-being. Okay? So you really have to focus on not only maximizing the quantity of sleep, but the quality of sleep that you're getting as well. Because if you don't, you simply won't be able to perform at the highest rate that you can. All right? And that's what I worked to improve on in 2019. The biggest thing is, obviously, I have a thick neck, and the extra weight that I had because I was fat as fuck didn't help with that. So I started working on my sleep routine, and I also started to work on weight loss because that would inherently help me sleep better, because I would relieve the excess weight. But the simple things that I started to work on, which the doctor recommended, was creating a better sleep schedule, creating a sleep routine, not eating 2 or 3 hours before I went to sleep. But these are things that I'll get into in future videos. But I want to stress to you guys how important sleep is. Because when you don't sleep well, it's going to throw off all the metabolic processes in your body, which will have a negative feedback loop, as well as throw off the cognitive positive effects in your body as well. And you'll suffer from a messed up metabolism. You're going to suffer from messed up anxiety. You're going to have a bunch of things going wrong. All right? Anyway, I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.